Let's make sure we got the studio all set up for our health heroes. Hey, everybody. Welcome. If you are a health hero, you're in the right place. If you're not a health hero, you're in the right place. Y'all, we got to fix our guts. That's what we're talking about today. Not just the outside, like the Dunlap, the overlay, the fupa, all those things, the big belly. Not just that. We're talking about on the inside as well. We are fixing our guts today with food. Y'all know we cook live on this channel. So that means that if you're here at the Superfood Parents Show, we got a 30-minute powerhouse packed show for you where we're going to make quite a few things in this 30 minutes. Now, we tend to go into overtime. That means that we have some processed foods and some non-processed foods. So the whole foods is what we like to focus on. Fruits and vegetables, every spread, FAVES, faves. So these are from Ikea. We're going to be playing some games today. I have an Ikea game for us because some of you may not know that they not only have these plant balls, but they also have these veggie dogs, which are pretty phenomenal. Now, I know everybody can't get to Ikea. That means that we do have some options for you as well. So here, for example, I've got some air fried tofu in this container, and I buy mine from just the grocery store. This super firm has gotten really popular. It has the texture of deli meat if you're familiar with deli meat, but this is the one I always use. I just air fry it for about 5 minutes on high, like 400 degrees. I throw some seasonings on it. I toss it, and then I might air fry it another 3 or 4 minutes. And so that way I get this image right here. So I don't know if you all can see that very well, but it's quite seasoned. And the seasoning is simply smoked paprika because it gives it that smoky, meaty flavor. And then it also, or grilled flavor, I should say, not necessarily meaty, but more or less smoky and grilled. And then I also will put onto it sometimes liquid aminos for the salt. And that's just like a soy sauce. That's a low sodium soy sauce. And so that's what I'll put on my air fried tofu in addition to a seasoning salt of some sort. So I'll put my tofu right there. That's one of my processed ingredients. But y'all know here we focus on faves, fruits and vegetables, every spread. So that means if you're listening to Gail at night, Gail Lockett is one of our moderators telling you all, click the like button. If you like this information, if you're not sure that this is something for you, check it out. Okay. Because yes, I have my apron on. Let me set my pearls. That says vegan chef. But this vegan chef apron was given to me. Y'all, I did not choose this. I'm not necessarily vegan. I just don't eat animals or their products. So, I eat non-dairy foods and whatnot. So let's get cooking because my food is delicious. I've been cooking live to prove it because y'all know, not only have I been told by people in my house, well, really just one person, those people didn't really like your food when they was tasting it. They was faking it. They was just, trying to make you feel good, whatever. So that means that I already know the truth. The food is good. What is food? Food is stuff that grows out of your ground. So let's just say, for example, She Fires, one of our sponsors. Hey there, so glad to see you here, Kelly. Y'all know She Fires probably eats a lot of more fruits and vegetables than most of you, because She Fires is one of those people who's like, okay, yeah, I'm into self-defense. So I like to look good. I like to feel good. I like to make sure that I'm doing all the things for myself. So She Fires, this one today is for you. It has a few simple ingredients. It's actually for everybody. The first thing we start with is lime and onions. We're going to make a simple slaw that we're going to add to our veggie dogs because this is how we eat our veggie dogs here. You can also add this to your meatball sub, or you can add it to your air fried tofu sandwich. That's the reason why we're showing you how to combine the processed and the unprocessed products, okay? Because a lot of people are like, well, what do I do with all the fruits and vegetables? First of all, you eat them, okay? Second of all, you enjoy them. But I do know a lot of people are confused. They're like, but how do I enjoy them? How do I cook them? Y'all, let me grab my knife. I only have one knife here. My Cutco knife, I've had it for 20 years or more or less, somewhere around there, because I had it before I had my kids. And I do have a white onion here. I also have this yellow onion. Use whatever onion you have. I'm going to probably chop the whole onion. And you know what? I think I forgot a container to put this into. So that means I'm going to just toss in, I have here my veggie dogs. I've air fried my veggie dogs and my meatballs, or plant balls is what they're called, from Ikea. I've air fried those. I am just going to toss my tofu, because I did put in my air fried tofu. I put that into a separate container. I'm just going to put it all together. That way, we have all of our processed foods here together. Now, tofu is a soy product. It's just soybeans. And soybeans, I try to get non-GMO, because I don't want food that's modified. So non-genetically modified organisms is what non-GMO stands for. If you can, try to go for non-GMO. Don't modify your food, because when your food is modified, that's when you're modified. That's when people have those fertility issues and all of these different things that they have. So now I have a container. Since I took my Ikea veggie balls and put them in there with the tofu, and y'all see, we've got a believer. She fires. Kelly is saying those Ikea veggie balls are great. Look, y'all, if you have not had them, try them. Go to Ikea and try it. And also do what She Fires is doing. Y'all, she is cute in the face, thick in the waist, or slim in the waist, and she's toting a firearm. So, amongst other self-defense things, she ain't just out here, blasting people. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Y'all know another person that eats a lot of fruits and vegetables is, yes, Gail at Night, the one who was reminding you to drink rolljava.com. That's our coffee brand, right? So Roll Java is the coffee that you see right here on the bookshelf behind me. Roll Java, it's a gourmet coffee delivered right to your door. And so Gail at Night, She Fires, all these ladies, these are people that really care a lot about themselves. Now I'm just doing a rough chop on this. Let me set the camera, y'all, so y'all can really see the food a little bit better. Yeah, y'all can see the chopping block. There we go. So I'm just doing a rough chop. That means this is not super small. It's not super big, but this slaw comes together really nicely. And what happens with this slaw is it's one that fixes your gut. Why am I saying it fixes your gut? Because for real, y'all, it has the purple cabbage in it. It has the onions in it. And it has these whole foods that are really going to make a difference. And the last item is carrots. There's only 3 things in this. You can add a few other vegetables. I've done that myself, but I like to keep it really simple. This way, people really have no excuse. If you get WIC, if you know anybody that gets WIC, I don't know if they still give away carrots on WIC, but that's when I first started using carrots. When I had my first daughter, I started getting WIC, right? Because they were just giving it to everybody. And I was like, I guess I'll take it. But they would have on there a bag of carrots. And I really wasn't eating a lot of whole foods back then. I always ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, but mainly if someone else cooked it. I was cooking them myself, but not carrots. I don't know why. It just wasn't on my mainstay. And if you grew up in the 80s, canned foods were all the rage. So a lot of us grew up on canned foods, right? Whereas you have the processing there, you have the sodium in the can. There was a question around all of those things. And so here we are. Now we're in the age of information, and we're also in the age of all that processing food having modified us to supersize a lot of us. And we're all looking like, dang, my gut is out of control. But a lot of people, they don't like to admit that. They really don't like to admit that their gut is an issue, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. A lot of you, your guts bubble, it's always rumbling. You're always having issues. That's real, y'all. Don't accept it. This is where we're fixing it. We're going to just chop this onion, rough chop it. We're going to add our lime juice. That way that sits in there first. Then we are going to add our purple cabbage as well as our carrots. So back to the WIC story. Y'all know I'm cutting up, before I finish the WIC story, I'm cutting up some of my purple cabbage and letting it sit for a few minutes, because the purple cabbage, the sulforaphanes, those cancer-fighting hormones or properties, phytonutrients, I should say, that's what they really are, phytonutrients, plant nutrients. It's called sulforaphane. When you cut your cabbages, your kale, your Brussels sprouts, any of those cruciferous vegetables, what happens is that particular plant nutrient is released. So that's why I'll chop it a little bit, squeeze my lime, and then I'll go back to adding in, chopping up my cabbage a little bit more. So I'll do the first rough chop. And keep in mind, this is a whole onion. I'm going to also add about a cup of cabbage, purple cabbage, and then I'll add at least one carrot, because with the carrot, I'll just grate some of that in there. And that's going to be our quick slaw that goes onto our Ikea veggie dogs. It's going to go onto our sandwich. What in the world, y'all? My camera is going in and out. My food camera, because I have a secret. If I have time, I'm going to show you all how to do one more processed item, because I made some magic rice earlier this week. And when I made that magic rice, I'll show you magic rice. Magic rice is simply all your vegetables cooked into your rice. Okay. So that means I'll see if this shows up on the big screen. How about that? I'll just put it here. Let's see if this camera is working. So in this rice, this is just white rice, and it's kind of toasty on top because I did put it into the toaster oven this morning to warm it. And this has peppers, onions, garlic. The black bits are mushrooms. There's parsnips in here and rutabaga. So there's about 5 or 6 vegetables, which means if you want to be a health hero, if you're watching right now, put in hashtag health hero. If you want to be a health hero, then all you want to do is get as many fruits and vegetables into every meal, okay? So what I'm going to do with this, if I have time today, and I think I might, I'm going to show you all how to make these soy curls, sort of like a barbecue chicken-y type of thing, to go on top of your magic rice. Because a lot of people, they'll say, well, I don't just want to eat a bowl of rice. I need that familiar thing. And I know for my children, for example, they go to school, they're still sneaking food while they're there, and I have to keep familiar foods for them as well. And I mean, shucks, I like familiar foods. So, hey, that being said, I definitely go for those soy curls. They're pretty amazing. So I'm just going to cut my line here. Thank you, Gail at Night, for reminding everybody where they can get this magnificent knife that I have in my hand. On my Amazon store, and y'all, I have some news. I'm about to do the news in just a moment. On my Amazon store, I sell this knife, and it's about, I think it's $79 or $120, somewhere in between there for one knife. Yes. However, this is the only knife I have. This is the only knife I've had for so long that I don't need to have another knife. And I don't know if y'all see how I'm juicing this lime. I am simply using my thumb. I figured out that when I use the juicer, I waste a lot of lime juice or lemon juice or orange juice, whatever I'm juicing. When I use my thumb, that original juicer is like powerful, okay? And for those of you who are like, girl, I can't do that, my joints. Get yourself together. This is why you eat fruits and vegetables. Faves. Gail at Night is reminding you all what faves are. When you eat more fruits and vegetables, your joints feel better. All that inflammation goes down. You feel good. Like you don't have all those aches. You just don't have all of those different things going on. Okay, so let's get to some news, and then we will get to a game, because the game is our Ikea game. Remember that, okay? So that being said, I'll go ahead and give a quick scoop, because we have a few different things happening here. So in the news, while I juice this lime, I'm sorry, this is so boring, y'all, but what I'm trying to do is just cover these onions. And even if I don't cover them, I do want them to just have a lot of lime juice on them. The main things that I'm going to put in this slaw is, you can do, instead of lime, you can do vinegar. I tend to do lime juice, but it's basically salt, sugar, oil, vinegar, right? And instead of vinegar, I'm using lime, because the lime and the onions work very well together, so that the lime takes the bite out of the onions. Your breath is fresher, and you don't have, and you still get the nutrients from the lime juice as well. Keep in mind that vinegar is beneficial for you, because when you have your vinegar, my husband had really bad sinus issues. What he did was he took vinegar, about a teaspoon for a day, only a teaspoon of vinegar a day for about a month, and he noticed significant improvements that lasted for years for his sinus issues. Like, real talk. I witnessed it. It was real, right? So back to the scoop. Let's see what we're going to do. She fires. Oh my goodness, you're so right. Lime juice is underrated because it does elevate the food's taste. So a lot of people will squeeze lime onto so many different foods, right? Um, I mainly use it on whenever I'm making a slaw or a vinaigrette or some sort of dressing. I'll use lime then. I don't often just, squeeze it onto rice. I've seen people do that, squeeze it onto their finished dish in that way. So we're going to head over to the website in just a second to play that game because, all the website is being updated, y'all. That's part of the scoop. Whew. Working with my marketing director, we are making strides. I am struggling a little bit with Amazon because I have my Amazon page being built out and I don't know why, but I cannot get past the payment. Who does not want to take your payment, right? Why is it that I cannot make the payment? It keeps saying enter a correct card number. I've entered a major credit card, I've entered a debit card, but don't worry, my Amazon storefront that I currently have is an affiliate site. So that's one that I was able to opt into because of my status as like having enough followers and things like that. So that being said, I've got all of my lime juice in here. I'm going to put the lid on, shake it up just a bit, and I'm looking for my towel so I can wipe my hands because I look like a baby over here. What in the world? I found the towel, y'all. So, Nikki, you are just in time. The everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. We are already cooking. I try to start cooking as soon as I get started. And of course, today is a simple slaw where I'm starting with my onions and the lime juice. I've got some of my red cabbage rough chopped. I'm going to chop it a little finer and add it. And then I will add my carrots. And once I have those three in there, I'm going to, because I need salt, oil, salt, sugar, vinegar, and oil. I have lime instead of vinegar, and I am going to use liquid aminos for my salt. I'm also going to use just an olive oil. I might use this smoky one today. I don't know. I probably will use the plain one because I like it to have a plain flavor. And I always add a little bit of mustard to bring everything together. Mustard emulsifies everything. So good to see you, Synovia. If y'all are just coming in and you have not put in Health Heroes, definitely put that in because we're just finishing up with our announcements. So in the way of announcements, like I said, struggling a little bit getting my Amazon storefront built out so that I look like the professionals. I'm talking like I want my storefront to look like Serena Williams or a Ziploc or something like that, or even Emblem Olive Oil, where everything is right there on one page, including my products. Because I have this one workbook that's been produced. I have another one that's on the way, y'all, and it's coming soon and very soon. So working with the marketing director to get those books done. And that way those products can be in my Amazon store. That is the goal. You're not supposed to just release books right after each other. However, because these all are part of a series, that's the reason why we're doing it. She knows more than I do. This is what she does full time because y'all know my goal is to work smarter, not harder. I currently do work a lot of overnights. I wasn't even supposed to work last night, y'all. They called me, and what did the yes person say? Okay, let me go in, right? I had another kid on a ventilator. Respiratory patients are my thing, so I always have those ventilator and trach people, in my under my care. I'll just say that, in my care. So, Von Erich, Where's Your Faith? If y'all are wondering where this music is coming from, Von Erich, Where's Your Faith is the musician that provided this, okay? Thank you so much, Von Erich. And he does have in there hashtag Health Heroes right along with She Fires. Thanks for putting that in there, y'all, because if y'all are wondering, which health hero you are, when we do our Faves Hero giveaway, I will definitely play that video so that you know how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put in all of this purple cabbage. And this is about 1.5 cups of purple cabbage. And then I will grate a carrot into there. While I do that, I'd love to see you all help me play this game because Kelly, she did say that the veggie balls from IKEA are great. I like the plant balls. The veggie balls taste more grassy, so I'm not as much of a fan. I'll be honest. These veggie balls, and if you don't have access to them, they don't ship. They don't ship their food for whatever reason. IKEA, um, they do have better ingredients than the U.S. foods, and so that's another reason why I'm okay with those processed foods from IKEA. Let me pull up a game so that way we can get it going, y'all. This does not take the place of the Nutriville Chronicles, but let's go for it. Let's see where we are on our website. This is the old website, the current website, and it's not super updated, but y'all know you can get a copy of the current book that's on Amazon. You can get a free version. This one is only 30 pages. That way, if you want to download it, yes, go ahead and get it right here. So we're going to go under the home page right here to food games. And then we will scroll right down to where it says IKEA. And once we see IKEA, we can start the game. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Do y'all eat the food at IKEA? Have you been to IKEA? Do you realize that IKEA does have sustainable eats? That's part of the reason why I created this game. It's crazy, right? The food they have there. So let's see what we have here. All right. So we're going to figure out, are these foods sustainable or regular? IKEA has a lingonberry sauce. I'm going to hit the pause button here because what we have to choose is this a sustainable item or just a regular item? Sustainable means it's a whole food. It's more or less, a whole food or plant, not a whole food, but like less processed, more plant foods, more plant-based, okay? Which means it's more sustainable. So y'all can guess the lingonberry sauce. What do you all know about that? I'll give you a hint by saying that at the hot bar at IKEA, the lingonberry sauce does come with the veggie balls or the plant balls because they recognize that, yes, it does not have dairy. It does not have milk products. You know, one of my patients, her son has serious respiratory issues, but she did not realize that dairy products were a part of that. And more importantly, she did not realize that whey, casein and whey, those two chemicals are a part of that. All right, good. Von Eric has hashtag Health Heroes. And what are you saying? Synovia is saying, I haven't been to IKEA in years, but I think I might go back soon. You know what? If you have one nearby, definitely go, even if it's just for the food, just to try the food. That is where I got this butcher's block from, my Roscoe cart. While I talk to you all and while I play the game, I'm using my vegetable peeler to just grate small pieces of the carrot into here. And that way, this can start to marinate. These three together are amazingly delicious. You know, I'm also going to chop an onion and I'm going to show you all just how easy those soy curls come together. I don't think we want to leave those out of today. This way you all can figure out another way that you can enjoy your magic rice. You all can figure out ways that you can enjoy your food that have a lot of vegetables in them. So let's get back to the game, okay? Let's show here what we're saying. The lingonberry sauce. What is the answer? Is this a sustainable item or not? So I'm going to resume and I'm going to say, yes, it's sustainably delicious. They have their plant-based nuggets. Did y'all know they had plant-based nuggets there? They do. They also have pickled herring. Now, pickled herring is an animal product, just to give you a hint. So that means that, is it sustainable? Well, I can let you know that part of the reason why these animal products are not sustainable is because a lot of people say, oh, I'm a pescatarian. I eat seafood. I eat fish. That's fine. That's cool. But just know that they do put those huge fishing nets on the bottom of the ocean. They drag, they catch whatever they can, and they throw out about a third of what is caught, because a third of what is caught up in the net is not what they want. That is why a lot of the environmentalists are trying to make people aware that some of this stuff is just not sustainable. You know, some of us are going fishing in the lake. Most of us are not. So this IKEA pickled herring, yeah, they even have pickled herring, y'all. They have caviar and they have vegan caviar. The vegan caviar is pretty delicious. I've had caviar, so I could compare. It was very close. Oh, thank you, Zenobia. She says she loves those ingredients together, the carrots, the purple cabbage, and the onions. And look at Lashes Journey in there saying, yes, Lashes, you are a health hero. So make sure you put in there hashtag health heroes. Okay. Let's get back to the game. We already know this is not, it's just regularly delicious, right? Okay, they have frozen waffles. Are they sustainable? Nope, they do have eggs in them, so they're just regular. Their frozen smoothie. Actually, boom, it's sustainable. It has no dairy. They're Swedish meatballs. Everybody loves them, but they are a meat product. So are their chicken meatballs. And those are all in the frozen section. All right, y'all, the plant balls, that's what I have in this bag right here. So I'll show you that one up close and personal. And I'll go ahead and read some of the ingredients. Let me put the lid on this for now because as you see, we've got some carrots on there. So while it's there, I'll go ahead and shake that up a little bit. Let the lime juice get onto everything. And then I'm going to also add my other seasonings to it as well. Let's see. Glashes, thank you for listening. That's what I always do on your channel too. I'm always hanging out listening. So I appreciate you. So let me show you what is in the plant balls. These are actually the veggie balls, plant-based alternative meatball based on textured pea protein. So they are high in protein. If you're looking for that, the first ingredient is pea protein. Pea protein gives you that meaty texture that has more like a fatty texture that people are familiar with if you're a meat eater. So that's why a lot of people will use the pea protein. It also has water, rapeseed oil, potatoes, and then the binder mix to kind of hold this plant ball together is rice flour, dextrose, which is a type of sugar. Maize is the dextrose that they use. So a corn is what they use. Thank you, Lashes Journey, for putting in hashtag health heroes. I appreciate you. Salt, mono and diglycerides, pea starch, pea protein, methylcellulose, onion, oat bran emulsifier binder mix contains more methylcellulose, pea protein, pea starch, natural flavoring, mushroom concentrate. You know, mushroom has natural MSG in it. So does tomatoes, by the way. That's why a lot of times you'll see mushrooms and tomatoes in food, because those are the foods that really give you that deep, delicious flavor you're looking for, that your tongue and your palate craves. Let's see, dried apples, salt, tomato powder, black pepper, and allspice. So there are some chemicals in here, which makes it an ultra processed food, which is why we're blending it with our whole food. Remember, y'all, we need to fix our gut. And the way you do that is with gut food like this purple cabbage, because the darker the food, the more colors, the more nutrients a lot of times you'll have in those. And so this carrots, they're orange. I told you I first discovered those on Wick. And then I just kept buying them. I found more ways to cook carrots and to use carrots. I did stop the Wick because they would not let you get natural products on there. They would not let you get organic products on there. So I was like, I smell a rat. How is it that you're giving me all this food, but unfortunately I can only get like trash or just average crap, you know? Why can't I get Premier? I had to have a note in order for my daughter to have soy milk, because when I went from nursing her to milk, my studies told me that soy milk was the next closest thing. Like it was a good milk for my child. So all my girls, I switched them from breast milk to soy milk. Well, you had to get like a doctor's note showing that they had an allergy, whereas all people of color, whether you're Asian, Latino, Black, Mexican, it's been medically and scientifically proven that we have allergies to casein, whey, all these milk products. Past infancy, once we get past a year old, 12 months, 15 months, somewhere around there, we can no longer break down that those milk products. So, and that's all those people of color. So that's the reason why you have all these different campaigns out here saying dairy is racist. I don't say that. I just know the science behind it. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to the game to show you all that, yes, these plant balls, I have the plant balls, are these veggie balls or plant balls? I think these are the plant balls. So let's see. These are a sustainable item. And yes, you can find them at Ikea. They also have potato fritters. They don't have any butter in them. Now they're French fries. I can't remember. Oh, they're sustainable too. Y'all see that? I'm going to put some liquid aminos in this mix. Their frozen pancakes are just regular. They're pasta. We eat their pasta because it only has a few ingredients in it. And so that is sustainable. So y'all, all of this food you can find at Ikea. This is the fun thing about going shopping, finding foods, and finding things that your family can enjoy and that you can enjoy. So the Ikea lingonberry sauce, remember that one is plant-based. I'm putting about a tablespoon of mustard in here. You can put a teaspoon. I put a tablespoon because I love mustard. Um, Ikea plant-based nuggets. Their pickled herring is not sustainable, but it's there. Their frozen waffles, they do have butter and eggs in them, I believe. That's why we don't eat them. But yesterday, we finally were able to get their frozen smoothie. The strawberry is non-dairy. It's like a frozen yogurt, frozen non-dairy yogurt. The Swedish meatballs everybody loves, but those are made from animals, so we don't eat those. Or their chicken meatballs, but we do eat their plant balls, their potato fritters. We do eat their French fries. Y'all, fried food, it ain't no good for you, but we do eat those. And we do not eat their pancakes because they do have butter in them as well. So of course, this game is right here on the Superfood Parents webpage. And as you see, we have quite a few different games. I'm cooking chickpeas right now. And so this is why I just showed you this chickpea game where you slide over our chickpeas high in fat. Is that correct or incorrect? No, they're low in fat. So, you can go over here and you can play lots of food games and have a good time. Thank you so much, Lashes Journey. She says, you are speaking the truth. Excuse me. She says she's always learning new things. Thank you for sharing these videos. But it's Zenovia who's saying, you are speaking the truth, sis. Thanks. I appreciate that. All right, y'all, we got to get to the Faves 100 hero. That means we got to see who has already put in hashtag health heroes, who's going to win. So I already put into this dish, while you all put in hashtag health heroes into the chat, I put in the lime juice, the salt. I do have a little bit of sugar down here. Let's see. I have a container with some sugar. I also have, hold on, y'all. Why is the sugar container stuck? What in the name of potatoes? I think that's a sign. Maybe they're trying to say we don't need sugar. Don't eat it. Sugar is crack. It's a drug. What? Okay. What else do I need? Salt. Let me go ahead and throw that in there. I'm just going to use a seasoning salt. No. I already put that in there. That was the liquid aminos. Salt, sugar, oil, vinegar. I need the oil. So let me go ahead and throw this oil in here. And I'll play this is about 2 tablespoons of oil that I put into here. And this is just regular old extra virgin olive oil. I'm not going to heat it. So oil of any kind is full of calories. But if you're going to eat it, they say try not to heat it because, like I said, with those French fries, fried oils are the devil. That's what's killing us, right? So I'm just going to close this. I'm going to shake it up. And in order to do our Faves Hero giveaway, we are going to play a video to see which health hero you are. That way you'll know who you are and how this is done. Thank you so much, Momo, for coming in from Kenya, liking this video. I appreciate that from you. I am doing pretty good today, and I'm just about done because I've got to show people how to use this slaw on my Ikea veggie hot dogs, my Ikea meatball sandwiches, and I even have a couple of other things to show. Like, what else did I say could go on? Oh, my magic rice. I've got my magic rice over there. So while I play that video, I'll just chop this onion up, put it into the pan along with my soy curls and a little bit of seasoning. So that way those can cook down a little bit. And I'll go grab the sugar while this video is playing as well, because I don't know what's up, y'all. My cart has some technical issues and I cannot pull the sugar out from the bottom row. I was at Ikea yesterday getting a new cart. Y'all, this one, I've been rolling it around so much, it is already messed up, okay? And yes, if you're wondering about the magic rice, child, you probably already eat it, Momo. That is where you simply put in all your vegetables and you cook them in. Lash's Journey says in Jamaica, they call this seasoned rice, okay? So let's see, while you put in hashtag health heroes, all right, so make sure you do that. Put in hashtag health heroes, Momo. We're going to see who our Faves 100 giveaway goes to, like who wins that status, because Right now, we are going to show you all how to figure out which health hero you are. This video is about a minute and a half, and once you see this, you'll know, oh, okay, that's who I am. I am a plant-powered titan.
Meal Prep Playbook. In the
Oh
heart of
wait, is this even the
Nutriville,
right
there's a
video? Let's
hero
see,
you might
y'all.
not
Is this
expect.
it? Let's see. It ain't even playing. What is going
Meal
on? Let's
Prep
try it
Playbook.
again.
In the heart of Nutriville, there's a hero you might not expect. It's not a caped crusader or a mighty
YouTube, because I know it's there. Okay, so let's do that. Momo's World, you might win again. And oh, thank you so much, Lashes Journey, for saying these videos motivate you to do better. I'm glad they do, because we all want to do better, right? Like, we just do. We want to do better for ourselves, but not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones. Y'all, as a nurse, I like to take good care of people, but my concern is, will people take good care of me? So that's why you want to be a health hero for your loved one. In the event that something happens to you, you want to be sure that people are actually taking good care of you too, right? Because I've been to some houses and they got that bed in the living room. Matter of fact, I went to a house the other day, y'all. I don't know if it was a trap house, a crack house. It was sad, and it's like, this is how you're taking care of your people. This is not good. All right, let me show you all this video so that way we can get into the Faves 100 hero and we can get up out of here, because look, Lashes Journey is saying so true. Look, Momo's World has her hashtag health heroes in there. And thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping the link to where you all can get your own book from. Okay. So here's the video, the correct one to figure out what kind of super parent you are. I will just make sure that the video is loud and clear. Y'all know I like to play things a little bit faster. So I'll put it at 1.25, not quite 2.0. Because I listen to everything at double speed. Here we go. Enjoy.
Which parent are you? In the bustling city of Nutriville, a group of extraordinary individuals has emerged, known far and wide as the superfood parents. They are on a mission to transform their families' lives through the power of nutrition, one delicious bite at a time. Meet Chef LaQuita Marie, the culinary mastermind behind the Superfood Parents Playbook. With boundless enthusiasm, she welcomes you to embark on a thrilling journey to becoming a true superfood hero. But what exactly does that mean? In Nutriville, superfood parents are everyday heroes. These superfood parents lead the charge for better health, but not with capes. They lead with carrots, and whole food fats like avocados. And instead of masks, they lead with mangoes and berries. Fruits and vegetables are the disease-destroying arsenal of heroes. Are you a disease-destroyer superhero for your loved ones? Fruits and veggies fuel the mission of heroes like Veggie Vixen. Are you a Veggie Vixen for your loved ones? Dedicated to ensuring their loved ones thrive on a diet rich in faves, fruits and vegetables. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guide your family to superhero status by reaching the highest levels of health and wellness daily. Become a plant-powered titan, a superfood avenger, or even a face crusader by earning 5 points for every fruit or vegetable eaten. It's a fun-filled quest where nutrition meets excitement. All of the digital details are at superfoodparents.com for the full experience. Superfood Parents has also created workbooks, where you'll discover the tools you need for success. These workbooks give you the heroic strategies to craft your grocery list like a seasoned hero. Which means you now have a playbook to even track your weekly meals like a true champion. And engage in mind-bending nutritional education with word searches that will keep your family entertained and informed. So, are you ready to join the ranks of the Superfood Parents? Are you prepared to unleash the power of faith and make every meal a heroic endeavor? If so, flip the page of the Superfood Playbook and let's begin your journey to becoming the ultimate superfood hero.
To become a sponsor, just visit superfoodparents.com. Thanks, guys, for hanging in there with me. I will show you what is in the pan, so that way we can just do a little bit of a giveaway. I've got my onions in there. I did put in about a tablespoon of a liquid aminos. So I did put that in there. That's what the brown sauce is. And remember, this is a low sodium type of soy sauce, basically. I'm going to throw in some of these soy curls. Let me see if I can get them on the camera without burning up the bag. All right. So these are just like dry Krispies. This is what they look like when they're dry. And what I do is I add a splash of ketchup. I go from my meat cooking days. I add in some ketchup and a little bit of sugar because y'all know I went to get that sugar. So that was like a tablespoon and a half of ketchup, whatever ketchup you like. Then I toss in a little bit of sugar and I coat these. And this is our protein option. Remember, we have our I'm gonna put in a little bit of water because basically I'm just rehydrating this, okay? And I'm going to see who is going to win our Faves 100 giveaway. Now that you all know who's who, I'm going to put the lid on this so that way, while this all blends together a little bit, it'll soak up. And these turn into like straight up chicken tenders or whatever you want to call them, like in about 6 minutes. All you need is some hot water, some seasoning, and you're good to go. So, I try to add vegetables to everything. I could have added some garlic here as well, but y'all know I kept it simple for you because not everybody is aware that they need as many vegetables as they do, but y'all need quite a bit of vegetables. Okay. So now that is fully, I see that everything has something on it, like it's coated. All I have to do now is add. Oh, Lashes Journey says, I love that sauce. Okay. Look, Momo's World is like, yeah, if you choose to accept it, right? Thank you for loving that sauce. And let me answer your question here about the bed in the living room, Synovia. If any of you know, I'm just going to put in just enough to just about, I'm putting in just enough water to almost cover these soy curls, because what's going to happen is you'll see they will soak up this water, and these are going to be done in about 4 or 5 minutes, like I said. And then I might finish it up with a little bit of extra seasoning. Let me talk about the bed in the living room while I add the sugar to my slaw. Because remember, I went to get the sugar for this slaw. That's what I was missing the sugar from. Yep, Lashes Journey, we're about to do the giveaway. So as a nurse, you know how if somebody gets sick, if somebody has a stroke, if somebody has cancer, if somebody has a like a life-changing situation, a lot of times people have to put that hospital bed in their living room to take care of the family member or the loved one. They have that hospital bed in the living room because with all of the other equipment, it just doesn't fit in the bedroom anymore. Most bedrooms already have the dresser and all that stuff. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of sugar into this amount of slaw. You can put less, you can leave it out. I like the sweetness and the balance that it gives. Yep, I'm addicted to the drug, y'all. So in here, I have my salt, vinegar, oil, and sugar. But instead of vinegar, remember I use those limes. And what happens is this all blends, it combines, and this is going to be the sauce that goes onto our veggie dogs from Ikea. So I'll put that together now while I do the giveaway, the Faves 100 giveaway. Let's see who is today's health hero, who's going to win the book that's coming out, the next book, the pasta recipe book. Y'all let me know too, if y'all know anybody who's had that bed in the living room. Let me know if you're familiar with what I'm saying. I think I put the salt in here already, didn't I? Did I put the I can't remember if I put liquid aminos in here, and it tastes more sweet than savory. So I'll put a tablespoon in. I just squirted some over there to balance this out. And this slaw is amazing. It gets better like the next day. And it lasts for about a week or two in the fridge if you don't eat it all up. Ours usually does not last that long. Yep, Synovia says, yep, I understand better now. Look, Momo, sugar is such a powerful drug. It's sad, ain't it? Let's see who today's favorite 100 hero is, okay? Let's show you all the giveaway so that way you know I am not rigging this up. And remember, all these fresh vegetables are going to heal your gut. This is going to fix it from the inside to the outside. I will say that I have had definitely, yes, I've had some weight loss, but I notice I'm leaner, like just in general. When I laugh, body parts don't shake like they used to. And y'all know what I'm talking about. For those of you that used to be smaller, now you're larger, and you have, when you laugh, parts of your body keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. I noticed that doesn't happen as much. All right. So let's go ahead and see who today's Faves 100 hero is. Let's draw. We got Lashes Journey, Snovia Ridley, Von Eric, Where's Your Faith? Momo's World, Lashes Journey. She fires. That's our sponsor. Synovia Indigo. Von Eric, Where's Your Faith? Momo's World, Synovia Indigo. Where's Your Faith? Von Eric is our winner. Congratulations. Make sure you go to our winner circle, complete that form on superfoodparents.com so that way we can send you a copy of your book when it is released. Absolutely. Congratulations to you. Okay, Synovia, thank you for that answer. She says, yes, I totally understand. I was a CNA some years back. Yeah, child, it's backbreaking work, right? CNAs are so underrated. I never understood why CNAs did the most work and got the least amount of payment. It's crazy, right? But hey, everybody is congratulating Von Eric. Where's Your Faith? So congratulations from Lashes Journey. Synovia Indigo is congratulating you right along with the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Congratulations. And of course, fill out that winner circle so that way we can, see what's happening there. You can get your book in the mail. Okay. Let me go ahead and put a few things together. I will show you what's in the pot because y'all, we're in overtime. Y'all know this is supposed to be a 30-minute show, but we're finished. So let me show you what's in the pot, hopefully without turning the camera off, because let's see here. We'll switch it over to the big screen. And when I open the lid, I got to make sure the steam does not go towards the screen. The steam does not need to go towards the screen. So let me fan that away a little bit. And I'm actually going to turn it down because this is where, if you want to thicken your sauce, this is where you can add a little bit of cornstarch. I usually do add a little bit of cornstarch to the sauce. And this is where I add some seasonings for color. So I'm just going to add a splash of the liquid aminos because that's brown, right? Then I'm also going to, that gives it a little bit more color. I'm also going to add one of my favorite seasoning mixes, the adobo by Goya, because this already has garlic. It already has pepper. Black pepper carries nutrients in, and that's about a half a teaspoon into there. And then I am going to go ahead and turn this down some more. I can probably just turn it off, honestly, because this is how fast you can have this type of food. I'm going to put this on top of my rice, my magic rice. And then I'm trying to find a small piece to taste because a big piece is going to be piping hot. I taste a little bit of sweetness from the ketchup and the sugar. And this is where you also want to finish it with a little bit of oil. You don't cook the oil, but that gives you that full mouthfeel. The fat that you're missing from your meat, this is how you get that back in there. And again, you do not have to eat oil because oil does damage your endothelial cells, those cells that line your vessels, that line your organs, all of that good stuff. But I mean, dog, it satisfies your palate. But hey, let's just show you how this goes on. So now we have all the vegetables in our rice, and we also have our chickeny type of topping, and these are just soy curls, right? And when you thicken the sauce, then that is how your sauce really sticks to everything. Y'all, it's almost time for the child. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not supposed to eat with my mouth open. I know y'all saw everything in there. Don't rewind. Okay. Let's sit that down there and let's build what let's do what we came here to do. Okay? Because Aunt Nia is here Synovia is saying that looks delicious. It actually is. Like, I've given this to people. They're like, is that chicken? Mm-mm. But these soy curls taste like chicken. They're in my Amazon store. So, yes, Synovia, get hungry. You should be. Because these potato rolls right here, they don't have dairy in them. You know, Martin's potato rolls. That's why I use these. But I'm going to show you all how I would make a typical lunch for my kids. So let's just say if I don't have any white bread, or if I do have white bread, but I don't have any buns, okay? I can always open these little buns, these little sliders. I'll put some slaw on it, and then I can put a hot dog on one. I can put a meatball on the other. Oh, let me get a third one because I can get the tofu. Remember, I showed you all three of those proteins at the beginning. People are always like, they think we just cooking up slaw, putting it together, and then eating it plain. Y'all know Lash's Journey will do that. She will eat all of her fresh fruits and vegetables raw. She doesn't have to have them with other things. Some of us are like, nah, girl, we ain't there yet. We still have to have all of our things together. So here's how I'll show you this. I'm going to put those things on the big screen by using this plate. Look, Synovia, this Martin's potato bread ain't nothing but the truth, right? I'm sure there's some crack in it because look, it's just good. So this is how you'll put all of your food together. You'll get your 3 buns, okay? You'll take your slaw because remember, we just made this. And with all of these colors and with all of this sauce in here, we've got lime juice, that's for instead of vinegar. And then we have our oil, which is just uh, extra virgin olive oil. We've got salt and sugar. I used liquid aminos for the salt. And I used, what did I use for the sugar? Sugar. I used pure cane sugar instead of beet sugar. The white sugar tends to be beet sugar. And so this is cane sugar that I'm using. Let me scoot that over into the camera space. And of course, we mix that with onions, purple cabbage, and carrots. And y'all know we played our Ikea game, so y'all can figure out all the different foods. If you have an Ikea near you, all those different foods are what you can put. Those are the foods you can get from Ikea that are plant-based. So we have here some air fried tofu going on to this sandwich. And remember, y'all, I told you I just seasoned it up. Boom. We also have a plant-based meatball. This is how I do these. I smush it a little bit so it'll lay flat. And then I put 2 of them on the bun. And oops. And then I just close the bun, right? And then the last one, this Ikea dog, this is how their veggie dog looks. Like it's straight up, you can see the vegetables in it. Remember, the first ingredient here was kale. Well, when you're using a small bun, you just, boom, break it in half. And now on these little slider buns, we have 3 different sandwiches, okay? Now, y'all know what I'm about to do. I might do what I came here to do, which is taste it because if it's good, which I'm pretty sure it is, I just cooked it, then that means it's time for our super clap sign off. But I'll go ahead and bite this one. Mm. The flavor punch that you get from the slaw is what does it. Y'all, I can't eat on camera because when the food is good, you start to do a little extra, you know what I mean? So y'all saw it. Y'all know how this thing works. Y'all know how the music works. Let's get to clapping. Let's get out of here. It's good. Y'all have a lot of options just from this one episode. I hope you learned or liked something that you can take away to others. Each one of these have a different texture, a different flavor, from the soy curls to the air fried tofu, to the veggie dogs, to the plant balls. They're all accented and bathed in these delicious vegetables, whether cooked or raw. Y'all be a health hero for your loved one. Clap out. Enjoy yourselves. I gotta go. Urban Gardening Particles. Hey there. Hey, hey, hey. Look, you lurking. I be lurking on your channel too. I love it. Y'all take care. I'm going to finish eating. I appreciate you, Sharina. Y'all, that's my coach. That's my marketing coach. Uh-oh, she saw me today. Let me get up out of here before I get into trouble. Because I've got a meeting with her soon and very soon. And she's probably hungry. So I don't want to, tempt anybody. But thank you all. Be a health hero for your loved ones. Take care. I'll see you next time. Which one should I bite next? Let's see. I got to make sure y'all can't see me first. Thank you, Nikki. It is very delicious. Peace and love to you, Synovia. Thank you, Gail, for clapping it up. Thanks for dropping all the links. I appreciate you all. Y'all know what to do. Text faves to 757-231-3949 to get alerts and stay in the loop. I know I couldn't help but dance. The food was so good. My shoulders started moving, Synovia. Thank you, She Fires, for advertising with us. We love you all. Thank you again.